name is Kathy Runnels, and I would like to welcome you to Sigma Gamma Rose Teen Wellness Workshop. Today, we are excited to bring you an empowering workshop to help you navigate life. We know that the last year has been extremely hard on everyone, especially during a time where you're still discovering who you are. Today, we will learn life changing and vital information to empower you and help save lives. But first, I'd like to give a short introduction. Again, my name is Kathy Runnels. Fun fact about myself, I love old school hip hop music, and I always wanted to be a DJ. I'm going to go ahead and let my sisters or my sorors introduce themselves as well.
Well, hello, everyone. My name is Jeffriana Holly. I am a member of Sigma Gamma Rho Sorority Incorporated. I enjoy playing basketball. I like getting out there, being active, and having fun. That's just a little bit about me. And now we can talk about Miss Danielle Thomas.
Hello, everybody. My name is Danielle Thomas. I am a member of Sigma Gamma Rho Sorority Incorporated, coming out spring 21. I love roller skating, all things roller skating, dancing, spending time with family, and I'm really happy to be with you guys today. And I'm going to pass it over to my sister, Miss Anissa Wagner.
Thank you, Sarah Danielle. My name is Anissa Wagner, and I enjoy going out to eat. I enjoy a good movie, relaxing at home. I enjoy hanging out with friends and family and going out dancing. And now that I'm a new member of Sigma Gamma Rho, I enjoy talking to my new sorors, and I hope that I can get together with them soon and hang out. We're going to go ahead and get started. So, our first topic is the self-esteem awareness topic, but before we get started, I want to encourage all our youth to feel free to participate. If you have comments or questions, you can use the chat box, or if you would like to speak, just raise your hand by using the reaction button at the bottom of your screen, and we'll take you off of mute. Please know that there is no such thing as a dumb question, and this is a no judgment zone environment. With that said, I am so excited to introduce our self-esteem awareness speaker. She's a speaker of the gospel. She's a wife and mother. As a matter of fact, her daughter Destiny is a member of the Roars. This speaker is going to bring her comical, down-to-earth demeanor and realness. She's going to leave you with empowering tools that you can continue to use long after this workshop. Let's give a warm welcome for Ms. Latrice Richards.
Hello. Good afternoon. Thank y'all for having me first off. And my apologies, I am using my phone. My computer decided to go out, but we know that's what happens, right? When there's something to do. But I could spend the next 15 or 20 minutes talking, but that's just kind of not how I do. So what I want to do is I want us to engage. I really want us to leave learning some things to do when dealing with self-esteem. And so the first thing I want to do is, even though you're on mute, I would like for you, if you have a mirror next to you, I just want you to turn to the mirror. Some of us failed some tests this week. Someone may have told us they didn't like the way we looked. Some things happened that just kind of hit us hard. So I just want to take this moment for you to turn to a mirror. If you don't have a mirror, then just say it as loud as you can, whatever it is. If you failed a test, I just want you to speak into the atmosphere. I am smart. If someone told you that you didn't look good, I want you to yell into the atmosphere, I am beautiful. Whatever it is you need to say, yell it as loud as you can into the atmosphere. I am smart. Yes. and I know we did. I want to get you to do it again. This time, I want you to believe it. When you say it, I want you to say it with such conviction that whatever happened, you will begin to say, whatever. I know who I am, boo-boo. So I want you to say it again, one time for me. I am whatever it is that you are. And I know, I'm not sure how many people is on here, so it may be a little, but if I can get you, if you would like to take your mute off real fast, it won't be long. But what we're going to do is we're going to connect by taking the mute off. And I want everyone to say, I am worthy. I am worthy. So if you want, take your mute off. And I want us all at one time to say, let's go. I am worthy.
Worthy.
Yes. With me, say, I am somebody. I am somebody.
Somebody.
Yes. One last time. I am special. I am special. And you can put your mute back on. I just kind of wanted to start with that because, again, some of us went through some things, and though we're here in this teen wellness, we really just like, I'm here, I'm supposed to be here. But I want us to know with self-esteem, it just simply means knowing our own worth. And I could go on for 20 minutes talking about confidence and self-esteem and what it is. But I love the fact that when Miss Anessa reached out to me, she was asking me about the name and everything. And she said self-esteem awareness. And I was like, I love that. Because again, self-esteem is just the confidence in knowing your worth. And then to be aware of it is it's a perception, coming into the realization of who you really are. And the only way to come into the realization is taking note and stopping and going, where am I with my self-esteem? How do I do that? How do I, because I can say to you, hey, you needed to figure out where you are with your self-esteem. And the only way to do that is by stopping in a couple of ways that we know that we just kind of off kilter a little bit with our self-esteem is we become, and I'm not sure if it's any males on here, but as females, we become a little emotional. Our emotions, they go into a whole turmoil thing. We become, someone say something to us and we get really emotional. Or if someone give us a compliment, we're uneasy with it. Self-neglect and just kind of things we used to do, we don't want to do anymore. And so once we are aware of maybe something is going on with me, know better, do better. So today I want us to stop real quick, and I'm going to slow down because again, I can talk 20 minutes, but I want us to do some things that when you leave, you can continue to do them. So the first thing to do is take just a second, and think in your mind, where am I good with my self-esteem? I didn't pass that test. Did I give up? Or did I say, okay, I had a bad one, so I'm going to get back up. This is what hey, maybe I didn't study enough or whatever, but I'm getting back up. And when we know that maybe our self-esteem took kind of a hit is we go, I'm dumb. I don't get it. I don't understand it. Or, at school, teens can be a little mean. When I was in school, I was the one that was bullied a lot. So I know that it can be hard. Your self-esteem can be hit kind of hard. So take a minute, and it's okay. I always say it's okay not to be okay. I don't want us to pretend like there are some days that no matter what I do, I'm not okay. My self-esteem is like, and I always say to my daughter all the time, it's okay not to be okay. Sit with that. Sit with it and then come back fighting. So take a minute and really think about, did this week knock me off balance a little bit? Am I feeling a little reluctant to accept something positive from someone? Am I not able to see who I really am? Right, evaluation. I love that. And I'm sorry, y'all. I'm that person that I really am. I try to look at the messages and they will get by me sometimes. So I'm not ignoring you if that happens, but I'm definitely trying to see them. But again, I want us to just take a minute to think about it. And for me, it was kind of a hard week leading up to this. I even said to my husband, I don't know if I'm the right person to speak this week. This was a bad week for me. And then I remembered the only way that you can give to someone is by going through first. It's no way that I could say to you, hey, get back up. It's okay. Look in the mirror, do this, if I haven't been through anything. So again, it's okay not to be okay. But today when we leave here, we're going to leave knowing some steps and some things to do to build our self-confidence up. We're aware now that maybe my self-confidence or my self-esteem is not where it needs to be. Something happened, and instead of me saying, oh, okay, well, I'll deal with it, it knocked us off. We were walking through the hall and our friend didn't even see us, but we felt like they were ignoring us. And so that just like, oh, they don't like me anymore. And I know they're talking about me and all of those kind of things. And that lets us know maybe my self-esteem not where it is, because they called to them like, hey girl, what's up? They just didn't see us. And so that'll let us know. So again, whenever I do my talk with the ladies during the week, I always say to them, I can talk to you for 20 minutes, or I can give you something that you're going to use when you leave. So one thing that works is turning the lights off. You don't have to do that right now, but I want to put this in your mind. Close your eyes just for a minute, because I don't want you to turn your lights off. But close your eyes just for a minute. We just thought about the things that happened this week. And with your eyes closed, I want you to begin to talk to yourself like, you have that bestie that have on a cute dress, and you will say to her, girl, you look good. Say that to you. Close your eyes and say, girl, you look good. Or, girl, you are smart. You are strong. You are more than a conqueror. Girlfriend, you got it going on. So that's one thing I want us to leave with. Sometimes we have to, sitting in the classroom before taking that test, before engaging with people, sometimes you might stop now, be decent and in order, don't close your eyes and start talking, but close your eyes and begin to tell yourself who you are. Girl, you're strong. You could have fallen in the hall on your face in front of everybody, so you embarrassed, and it's okay. I'd be embarrassed too. But we're not going to take that with us to tomorrow. We're going to sit down and we're going to go, okay, girl, you still all that. Begin to build yourself up. Another thing that I like to do is look in the mirror, and on the left side, and I know I had you bring your mirrors and everything, but I failed to say, bring something to write on the mirror with. So one thing that you can do is, on the left side, you think about all those things, all the negative things. You're not gonna speak them, but on the left side, you put down all the negative things. And then on the right side, you put down all the positive things. And then in the middle, you put I am. So one thing that we know about I am is that's the two most important words that you can ever say out of your mouth before putting it before something about you. Okay. And the reason why, and I know there's different, everyone, so I'm not going to go start talking about the Bible and stuff, but I need to tell you where I am came from. It's, God wanted Moses to do something. Moses didn't feel, it was like, he felt inadequate or and he said to him, tell them I am sent you. So when you do that, when you put I am in front of smart, it's not just saying I am smart, it's saying God said you're smart. I am smart. So when you're speaking it, you're not just speaking it from yourself. So I want to build your confidence in today in knowing, child, God ain't make, look, he ain't make no trash. He didn't make anything that's inadequate. So anything about you that you may not like, I guarantee there's somebody going, oh, I wish that was me. I wish I could do that. You're in cheer and you couldn't jump but 2 feet off the floor, and that girl over there is going, dog, I wish I could do that. And you're going, I wish I could jump about 4. So remember, there's always someone that's looking at you. And I am said that you are, whatever you are. So on the left side, when you begin to say I am, you begin to scribble out. Let me tell you, I turn music on. I love to dance. So I'm in the mirror, I'm like dancing and scribbling that stuff out. And I am. And like through the house. And so my daughter is used to it. They know, but I began to say I am. And so that's what I want to say to you. You are. Build your self-esteem of being aware of where you are. That's the best thing you can do. Because when you know better, you do better. So you stop and you take a moment and say, really, where am I? I know we tell our parents, my daughter tell me all the time, everything is good. Everything went good. And so I say to her, okay, well, you're not going to tell me, but let me leave you with these tools. And we have a tendency, and I'm much older probably than anyone on this call, but I want to remind us that music, social media, all of that can hit our self-esteem. It can knock us off balance. So I have a filter on my phone, and I wanted to show you, but I had to use my phone. And so it's my real picture. And then next to my real picture, I use this filter where I put on makeup and all of that. And so I shared it with them to show, don't believe everything you see, because I was busted, y'all. Like my hair was like everywhere and I didn't have my eyebrows, all of that. But I was able to use that filter to create what I wanted to, to show. And I want us to grow to a point of knowing it's okay not to be okay, but it's not okay to continue to stay there. Know your self-worth, know who you are. Stop letting social media tell you that you got to be a bad to be someone, or you got to look like this to be someone. Because girlfriend, you all that. And since I like chips, I'm going to say, and a bag of chips. You're all that. And I want you to remember when you leave here today, it doesn't matter what anyone else says. It doesn't matter what social media says, and it doesn't matter what you're thinking at the moment. Know that you can build yourself up. All it takes is you saying, I am, and then doing something about it. So I definitely want to put that in there. We can't just speak it. We have to do something about it. I say, COVID, y'all, like, man, me and COVID and cookies and all of that, we was good friends. Like, we got down, And so when I look in the mirror, I see all of those extra 20 pounds that we got down together with. And so I can speak in the mirror. I am strong. I am fit. And then I get up the next day and I look the same. I have to put something towards it. So what I'm saying to you is, you didn't pass that test last week. Okay. So go ahead and speak it, but then do something. You have to study. You cannot say, I'm smart and I'm going to pass this test because I spoke it. You have to put work into it. You have to do something about it. So again, your self-esteem, just being aware of where you are in your self-esteem, And our next speaker is going to talk about suicide, which is so awesome. I work in a therapy place, and suicidal ideation is one of the biggest things right now. And so I'm excited about her speaking. And before you get to the point of thinking those thoughts, and I'm not going to step on her toes, I just want, before you get to the point of speaking those thoughts, when something happens, speak positive, speak those things. And if you can't get to where you need to go, one thing I know about these sorors, they love them some y'all. They like help Destiny with her work. I mean, they'll call in her math or whatever. So I want to leave you with, no matter where your self-esteem is, be aware. If you can't take care of it with the positive speaking and doing something, then reach out to somebody. Thank you, ladies.
Thank you, Ms. Richards. We appreciate that inspiring message. Let's give Ms. Latrice Richards a hand, everyone. We can't hear it, but great job. I hope you all received something out of her message. That was really inspiring. So thank you.
I'm just going to start the suicide prevention awareness segment. But before I get into that, I do want to say that if you do have questions, please do not hesitate to raise your hand or put it in the group chat, and then we will address it. As well, if you do have a piece of paper and pencil, please have it next to you, because towards the end of the segment, we will do a quick activity. Okay, so our next speaker, who will cover suicide prevention, is a family nurse practitioner. She has a strong background in psychiatric nursing. She cares for those around the lifespan in underserved areas. She is a wife and mother of 2. She believes in developing strong relationships in order to provide personalized care tailored to meet each patient's needs. Last but not least, she is a member of the one and only Sigma Gamma Rho Sorority Incorporated, Miss Shalonda Cross.
Hello. Hey, everyone.
We are so glad to have you here, and thank you for doing this.
Yeah, this is a very important topic, and I'm glad to be here today.
So I guess before, I do have some questions that, I wanted to ask you personally on this topic. So I'll go ahead and start off with, can you tell us a little bit about what is suicide and what are some of the warning signs of someone who may be contemplating suicide?
So suicide is specifically when someone does something to take their own life. And suicidal behavior, it refers to talking about or taking actions relating to ending one's own life. And so the suicide thoughts and behavior should be taken seriously. So I know we're jumping from self-esteem to now talking about something a little bit more serious, but it's important that we have this information, especially during this time, as Ms. Richards was talking about this pandemic. This is a growing concern. So, there is also what's called a suicide attempt, and that is the attempt to take one's own life. And so you can't see someone's thoughts, and because you can't always see those, you may not be able to identify if they're having suicidal thoughts. But some warning signs that you can really look out for, whether it's you're looking at your teen yourself as a parent, or you're looking at family or friends, is someone talking about dying. They may be talking about jumping off of a bridge or jumping off something, shooting themselves, or they may be even talking about using, medications or a knife or something. They may be talking about disappearing. Some other things that, that we know is that when someone has had a recent loss, whether it be a death of a loved one, if they're going through divorce or separated from a parent, or in the case of some older teens who have relationships with boyfriends or girlfriends that have just ended, or a best friend, you no longer friends. We know that those can be triggers for thinking about suicide. Also, a change in personality. A person may become more sad, withdrawn, or isolated. They may become more anxious or irritable. They can have changes in behavior. They could be not able to concentrate in school anymore or have that focus that they need. And if they're working, they may not be able to concentrate on tasks at work. Additionally, since everyone is individuals, they're not the same. They don't respond the same. You might have changes in sleep or eating habits. So somebody may sleep more or all the time, and some people may not be able to sleep. Some people may be able to maybe overeating, and some may not be able to eat at all or have little interest in eating at all. And they may even lose weight. So it's some things to pay attention to, as well as they may have a fear of losing control. And this is big for a lot of people who have some mental health problems and things like that. Sometimes, because they're fear of losing control of themselves, they then start doing self-injurious behavior, maybe starting cutting themselves and things like that. So that's another sign that they may be having those thoughts, as well as, having no hope in the future. Sometimes they feel like things are going to get better. They feel like nothing's going to change. And so those are some telltale signs that we need to be watching out for if someone's having thoughts of suicide.
That's interesting information to know, because some of the things I wouldn't even have thought of. But I guess my second question would be, what are the most prevalent stress factors involved in suicide?
So this is really a good question. So I want to say that teen suicide is preventable. Okay. It is a serious problem, and we know that it's a growing health concern. It is the second leading cause of death for young people between the ages of 15 and 24. And worldwide, it is the ages of 15 to 29. It's the leading cause of death. So suicide risk factors may vary with age, gender, ethnic group, family dynamics, and stressful life events. The National Institute of Mental Health research shows that those factors include depression and mental health. It may be also substance abuse, those smoking marijuana, those drinking. Those are also risk factors. More than 90% of people who die by suicide have these risk factors.